Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to an unedited video. Alright, sit down everyone, sit down, let's have a chat. I've been actually doing quite a lot recently on this channel with the gaming stuff. I'm really happy. I've actually been looking forward to doing it every time I come home from work or wherever. I've been looking forward to it, so it's good. Yeah, I don't know, I've just been so I just realized how much I miss doing this. You know, just playing games for the camera. No one's watching, but I don't care. I pretend I'm a YouTuber when I'm not. Yeah, anyway, it's just I wanted to do one today, but I thought, you know what, I want to do some I've got lots of talking to do. Recently I've been okay. I've been good. I went for a nice walk out yesterday and Friday. I thought the weather was going to be shit, but it turns out it wasn't that bad after all. Friday was a nice day. It hasn't been that nice in ages, because this November the weather's been really bad, which is stupid. The weather's been raining and things like that. Yeah, it's just rain, non-stop rain. Not non-stop, but just so much rain, just horrible days, no nice sunny days, and it's November, it's like half a month till December. So that's pretty nerve-wracking, but I guess, you know, I mean, I hope it gets better. Nerve-wracking in terms of my beach stuff that I want to get done, which I'm going to edit that after this. It feels good, because at least I don't have to edit this. I can just get started with other stuff. But I still look forward to editing my gaming videos. They are fun to edit. You know, I love chucking in little edits here and there. It's so good. And yeah, so the weather's not been the best. So, you know, not much happy summer days. But that stuff will come, I hope. December, I hope it gets better. But regardless, the last 2 days have been okay. Decently sunny days, you know, mostly sunny and stuff. You know, not much clouds, and then been pretty nice. So I went out for the past 2 days. I would have stayed the night on Friday night where I was. So I stayed in Torquay for the sunset. Main things I did was just record vlogging stuff for my beach account, and also did some TikToks as well. I have another one I'm going to upload soonish. That's the main reason why I stay as well for the sunset, is to do the TikToks and stuff like that, because even though I might not have the best days for exploring and doing my main thing I do for my beach videos, at least I can make some TikToks. So I'm kind of doing that for now while I wait for the better weather. So that's good. And then apart from that, you know, just checked out some of the cliffs and everything. It's really nice. I have yet to link my beach account to this one actually, so I'm going to do that. It's not like it's going to matter anyway. I'm not going to link this to my beach account, because my beach account is the only YouTube channel that I have people that know it and that watch my videos, so I can't say anything about this on there. Yeah. I feel like doing these digital diary videos, I still really want to do them, but I feel like, I don't know, it's like I have been I'm just so, when I go through life, I'm very, very up and down. Also, this music is a little bit loud. Hang on. Too loud. When I go through life, I'm very, look at all this stuff, by the way, I've got to talk about this stuff. When I go through life, I'm very up and down with my emotions. I don't know if it's got to do with my autism or not, but I'm very up and down, for the past couple of weeks, I've been horrible. And I'll get into why in a second, but I mean, I've already talked about it. In my relationships suck video, I talked about it. But for now, yeah, I just talked about how I've been ghosted and stuff, and that's all that's happened. I've just been ghosted again, but this time it hurts. There's getting ghosted by someone you met online and you've never met them in real life and you thought you were going to meet them, and then there's being ghosted by someone you were dating in real life, and that's what's happened to me. I've been ghosted by someone that I was dating and that I thought was going good. Also, I'll talk more about that in a second, but yeah, just like with my emotions, like I have 1 week that's really good and then 1 week that's not so good. Then a cluster of days that I'm just really bad. It's very strange how I work like that, you know. Yeah, it's very weird. So, like this week I've been alright, but then the past couple of weeks I've just been so sad, like just because of getting ghosted and things like that. It's just crazy how people can just do that to you. Like I thought this person loved me, man, but it's just like crazy. It's just like, nah, I just don't want ya. Just like that, just stop responding to you. It's just crazy. Like, yeah, but you know, that's why I've been really sad. Just my overthinking, it really kicks in. With my overthinking, I like to like I overthink of a lot of situations, especially with that person. Like I overthink them. I overthink them going, like, meeting other people. I overthink whole scenarios where where that person that I was talking to is I shouldn't say this, it's pretty gross, but like being intimate with other people to the point where like I imagine scenarios of that other person, my date, having sex with other people. It's pretty shit. It's pretty fucked, but that's what happens. I just have times where my mind is just going crazy. It mainly happens when I'm at work. And I like to say that work keeps my mind off things, but it happens all the time, not just at work. It's just mainly when I'm not talking to people or around other people. That's why when I'm at work, I like to be around co-workers, even if I don't get along with them as well as I know I do with other people. I still like to be around them. Just small talk is just good enough for me. I don't care. I don't find small talk awkward. Some people find it really awkward. I don't. It's not that bad. It's if the other person is socially not there, or I can tell that they feel uncomfortable, that makes me uncomfortable. But most of the time in small talk, I don't mind small talk. It's alright. I couldn't care less. Again, it keeps my mind off things. As soon as someone talks to me, speaks to me, or is just around my presence, my overthinking stops, and it's really, really healthy for me. But when I'm not around people, even when I am at work, my mind does go crazy, like really bad. And yeah, so like I overthink scenarios of my date, or who was my date, just like doing other things with other people and having fun without me and things like that. And that's just mainly when it hurts the most. Like even just the past part, like I still do it recently, but I've just been not crying about it anymore. I haven't cried in a while, so that's good. That's good. And that's like what else do I think about? I shouldn't think about what I think about because I'm trying not to think about bad stuff, but it's important to talk about it. There's like, yeah, just them, like I had a dream actually, and I always thought dreams predict the future, but I actually think now, I did a bit of research on it, and I think dreams don't predict the future, but they depict, is that the right word? Not depict, they you have dreams about what you think about a lot, or like what's consuming your life, or what's consuming your mind a lot. And I had a dream about my date, the person, should I say ex? But I wasn't really with them. We weren't official yet. We were going to be soon, but not anymore. I had a dream about my date, the person I was seeing, about them on a dating show. And it was like, I woke up from it like, oh my god, like holy shit. Then I realized, oh, I'm not with them anymore. But it was also a relief kind of thing because it was just a dream. And the dream like consisted, what the dream had was like me on my phone or on my, I think it was like a big screen, and in the dream, like I was watching a big screen, and my date was on a dating show. That's what the dream was about. Yeah, it's very weird. But yeah, anyway, I remember like feeling a bit sad that morning because I was like, damn, I'm not with that person anymore, but I did have a bad dream. At least that was a dream. Then I saw that it wasn't real. It's freaky because when you're in the dream, it feels so real, but then you actually wake up, it's like, oh fuck, it's crazy. Like I have some dreams that just, they feel so real, and you wake up. Some of my best dreams, I wake up and it's like, no. I have dreams where my crush is kissing me, or my crush is doing something to me a few times. Oh my god, man, those dreams. And I wake up and it's not real. God damn it. Oh, dang. And so yeah, like I found, yeah, it's pretty I don't know, it's just yeah. This like this week I've been alright. I have been alright, but then before that I was just so bad. I cried myself to sleep for like a whole week straight. One night I felt so sick I couldn't even sleep. Like I get a pit in my stomach when I imagine my ex date like being intimate with other people, and I just imagine scenarios like he's going on another placement for something, and I'm just imagining scenarios where he's meeting a new person that he falls in love with and things like that. It's things like that that really tip me off, like that get me up so upset. And I'm sure a lot of people relate, but just imagining those scenarios, it hurts so bad because you loved that person. I loved that person, you know. You loved that person, like and then you think about things of them doing with other people. It's horrible. It really is. It's like the worst. It's like the worst overthinking I have. It's like thinking about them being intimate or falling in love with other people. You know what I mean? When you loved them, you know. And yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's shit. And so I kind of yeah, I haven't messaged him. It's a bloke, by the way. I haven't messaged him or anything. Yeah. Anyway, I haven't messaged or anything. I did try and reach out, but yeah, I thought, nah, it's a waste of my time. I'm not going to get into details of how like the ghosting went exactly, because I feel like that's not really, I don't know, I just feel like this digital diary stuff that I'm doing is like definitely where all my private information is, but there is some stuff it doesn't need to be said. Like, I don't need to say the exact stuff, because eventually if I do get people watching this, there are some things I generally just don't want people to know exactly. And it's not like I'm hiding anything. Trust me, I'm trying to keep myself very humble. And I would be saying if there was a few, like, if it was my fault that I deserved to get ghosted. In which I will be honest, I will say now, there was a few things that I've done that probably tipped him off. That made him a bit upset. Like, there's times where I've been dry, but the thing about me is that I'm dry to someone who's dry to me. You know, I know it's like really childish and stupid, but I just don't believe it's fair that if someone's gonna be dry to me, why should I be texting them so much? And I think, yeah, that's how it ended. I just said I was a bit dry ever since I was a bit dry for like 2 texts, and then he just stopped messaging me entirely. And I promised him I'm not going to double message you anymore, because there's been times I've had to double message him, you know, fair enough. But I told him I'm not going to do that anymore, so, you know, I'll give you some space if you want. And then ever since I haven't messaged him again, he hasn't responded to me, so I guess it's over. Yeah, like, again, he's just ghosted me. He just doesn't say anything to me or anything. So, you know, who knows what's going on there. Yeah, you never know, he might reach out to me one day, but I doubt it, because people move on quickly. And another thing about him as well, hey, let me get some water, because it is in the morning. Water slaps in the morning. Yeah, so there's a couple of red flags I did ignore. I also did talk to my parents about this. My mum, not my parents, just my mum. Talked to her. I apologize. I said to her, I'm really sorry. I've been really rude and acting nasty lately, because sometimes I am. Sorry, that's my phone. I should put it on silent when I make these videos. Sometimes I've acted pretty nasty to my mum, and I had to say to her about a week ago now, like, oh mum, I'm really sorry about how I am. I've just, I've been ghosted by him, and she was upset because she was upset for me because, she knows how much it hurts and how I can get pretty alone. She doesn't know that stuff. She's not entirely in the dark, but, she doesn't know I do this. She'll probably walk in my room right now and hear me. Yeah. So, yeah, when I look this way, I'm always looking at my door to see if someone's standing behind it. Anyway, and so, yeah, so like, I told her about it, she knows, and she reckons that there's definitely so. I told her about the things about him that I thought were red flags, but I ignored because he gave me attention. That's all it is. I ignore the red flags because he actually wanted a relationship. He actually wanted to see me. He made an effort to see me. He actually wanted to get to know me. Well, I thought he did anyway. He was affectionate, very affectionate, and people who are like that are very dangerous because you fall for them so easy. Humans crave connection like that and affection, and I think that's what's really dangerous, is that he was like that to me so much for the first couple of times, and he was like that just for every time, but that was all covering up red flags that I was so blindsidedly seeing. One was that he had a high body count. I don't think I've talked about this yet, but he actually had a high body count, and I know it's very foolish of me, guys, I understand that. However, he promised me that he was, one, trying to change, and I believed him, okay? Two, he wanted kids. Three, he wanted a relationship. He wanted to stop. He didn't like the fact that he had a high body count, and I could tell he was upset. Four, he said, he promised me 100% that it's not him going out being a whore. There's been lots of times where and some people can't help being really affectionate to someone they find attractive, and he's been super affectionate to someone, or to people that he's met, and then he wants to stay with them, but then they'd leave him. Therefore, he's done all that affection, right? And then all that affection and intimacy, and then he's been ghosted, not him ghosting them because he's the whore. Alright, so that's why I believed him, saying, I'm going to give you a chance, because if you're saying other people are ghosting you, who am I to just do the same thing? I'll give you a chance. That's why I believed I shouldn't entirely stop talking to him because he has a high body count. It's not a red flag. It's a red flag, but it's something I want to give him a chance of. And I believed that, if he's the one that's being ghosted, or people are dumping him, even though he's been affectionate to them, and then it's not his fault that he has a high body count. Again, I should give him a chance, the poor bugger. If I had known now that he was going to ghost me, right, then 100% I wouldn't have done anything with the cunt, but now it's too late. And at first I believed him. I was still very unsure. I was overthinking, but I decided to say, you know what? Don't let overthinking ruin a possible relationship. Now I've realized people fucking lie. And I think because he's ghosted me, it's not entirely true that he's been the one that's been blocked, ghosted, when he's been affectionate the first time he's met someone. Therefore, he has a high body count. Because what I'm saying is, he has a high body count not because he's going out being a whore and then dumping people and then not speaking to someone ever again. It's people doing that to him. That's why he has a high body count. Alright? And so I thought, I'm going to give him a chance. Turns out, I believe now that it's not entirely true, that he's the one that's gone out and being ghosted. He's not the one that's being ghosted. He's the one that is ghosting, because now he's just done that to me. So I just got bluffed, basically. I've just been completely fooled. Yeah. No commitment, basically. And there's other red flags as well. Another one was, I've noticed he struggles to fully give me attention unless it's being really intimate, like kissing and stuff like that. And this is kind of awkward to talk about, because this isn't really stuff you talk about, but I do want to say, I've noticed, he doesn't give me his full attention, and he does have ADHD, so I was also being very, very, lenient towards him, okay, he's got a neurological thing, he doesn't do it on purpose. But I've kind of realized, I feel like if you really love someone, love is powerful, and if you really love someone, you give them your full attention most of the time, even when you're not intimate. And I noticed most of the time he didn't really give me much attention or listen to me much. But I feel like this one's a little bit of not really a red flag, but just something I find a bit struggle to go to live with, or to stand with, because it's like, you know, I'm just not used to. But again, I gave him a chance, like, cause I'm just not used to not having, because I'm just so used to not having attention that when I'm with someone who I'm kind of expecting like more attention from, because they're my partner. I mean, you know, when you're dating someone, you expect their full attention, don't you? Or am I selfish? Or am I just being selfish? I don't know. I need other people's opinions sometimes. And so, and then, yeah, I guess it's not really, but there's other ones as well. I forget what they were. Just mainly the high body count. I should have known better, because regardless, high body count is a high body count. I think the higher the body count, the less committed and the less likely they're going to have a long-term relationship. When I say they, I mean everyone. Like, the higher body count someone has, the higher it is, the harder it is for them to be in a committed relationship and commit to one and change. And so again, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he was going to change. I thought, you know, but you never know what goes on. You never know what people are really like. And I found out his true colors because he ghosted me. So yeah, and that's it. What was the other red flag? There's another one. I don't know. There's a few. I can't really think of them, but I won't worry about that. I think that's enough talk about that. I should do a separate video talking about this stuff now, because this is going to be quite a lot to talk about. I'll just do it now anyways. So in other news, guys. Actually, you know what? Should I save it for the next video? Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to save it for the next video. Yeah. Alright. Alright, well that's it, guys. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys, when you get into a relationship, please don't I've learnt now not to ignore red flags. Please don't ignore red flags. That's my advice I give. I've only been in one little relationship kind of dating thing, and I already have learnt a lot. I would definitely say I wish I didn't lose my first kiss to him, because I want to have my first kiss. I'm glad I didn't lose my virginity. I'm still, like, I was 100% not letting that happen anytime soon with him, because I said, like, I need proof from you that you're gonna be with me for a long time, and look what's happened. So definitely happy I didn't do that. And even when, like, yeah, like I sometimes I even did feel a bit like grossed out when I realized like I was being intimate with him. I realized, like, this is probably a bit nasty to say, but I realized, like, this person's done this with a lot of other people. Like, I'm really not that special, and I really don't feel comfortable at all just yet having my first time with him when he's done it with so many other people before me. And I'm glad, and part of me is actually glad now that, like, I'm not doing that with him anymore. So there's definitely some things that I'm using to help me appreciate the fact that I'm not with him anymore, even though it hurts to not be with him, because it was someone that I thought I loved. But I do think it's important to not ignore red flags. Because I have such an overthinking problem. I was trying to balance it out with, okay, am I overthinking too much, or is this actually going to happen? Am I overthinking too much? Is this going to actually happen? Is he going to ghost me, or am I just overthinking? Does he really care about me, or am I just overthinking? You know what I mean? But I guess sometimes when you overthink, it's not just, like, you got to listen to it sometimes. Like, okay, should I end this before it ends me? Like, should I end this before it breaks my heart? Because it did break my heart when he ghosted, when I realized, like, he's ghosting me. It slowly happened over time. It wasn't just like instant. Like, I found out he cheated or something. It was just like over time. And I was also overthinking like crazy about him cheating on me as well, you know, because that's right. It's another red flag. Is definitely not responding, because we're in a bit of a long distance relationship. Not responding for a few days to me is a red flag, because it's like, I need reassurance that you're there and that you're not doing anything behind my back. If it wasn't long distance, that's fair enough. But I feel like at least a couple messages, one message a day, is that too much to ask for? You can't devote like 30 seconds of your day just to message me. I mean, after all, you want a long-term relationship. After all, you want kids. So you're going to have to do that regardless. But again, there's just no commitment. There was no commitment there. But yeah, definitely don't ignore red flags. That's my best advice. Don't ignore them. You know, just because you want to give someone a chance, just because you feel bad in the moment, don't ignore them. But now I've learned a lot from this. If I had to say, I wouldn't reverse time and not do this, because I've learned a lot. However, I do wish I could take back my first kiss. Like, I wish I could not have my first kiss with him. But, you know, it's just it's mainly those first days that I'm going to always remember. Like, those first days I'm always going to remember. Like, the first days I had with him was like crazy. I've never had any kind of attention like that from someone like ever before. Never experienced a kind of connection with someone like that before. And it's just crazy. Like, now I smile about it, but when I overthink, I think about those days, especially the first few days with him. And it was like, oh my God, bro. Like, my first love story. My first little love story. Yeah, and it sucks because I wish it lasted longer, but unfortunately not. But it was still good, you know. It was good in the moment. Hurts to think about now, though. Other than that, though, yeah, hang on. 1 second. Getting some more water. Yeah. Well, that's really it then. That's all I got to talk about. Don't ignore red flags, guys. I'm going to say this 100 times. Please don't. Because you never know what's going to happen in the future. You might get ghosted and then, you know, you realize, okay, so it wasn't just me overthinking. I genuinely was seeing red flags. But yes, unfortunately, it's too late now. I've got to live with it. I've learnt from this thing and I'm definitely going to wait. I haven't gone on dating apps yet. I feel like that's good. I think I might wait till next year, see how long I last. I am going to try and enjoy summer before I go back on dating apps. So I'm going to try do that. I'm not going to do it straight away though. I'm just going to wait a bit because going from one relationship and jumping straight into another is one of the worst possible things you can do, I believe, personally. You should never do that. You should just have time to reflect, be by yourself, enjoy your time, and just that's it. And I believe it. In future, if I get out of another relationship that's even longer, I'm gonna give myself a decent long time, like at least 4 months, months of time just to reflect and just relax. You know, I feel like the longer the relationship that I come out of, the longer time you should give. Definitely. But yeah. Apart from that, thank you guys for listening and watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know, should I do another talking video? Or should I do... what should I do? I'll see. Apart from that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.